Hello and welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Let's get into our email. Let's see what we've got going on. Here's one that's due tomorrow. Says, can you help me out with something? I'm pretty sure I managed to break something. It's a bit of a mystery. Can you figure out what's wrong? I spilled a drink on the case and now nothing works. Haven't got a clue what's wrong. I need it before tomorrow. Don't try and pass off any used parts. I want all new stuff. It looks a bit bland in there. Some plastic pink cables might make it look nicer. Thanks, E. So budget of $300 to figure out what's wrong with this thing that he spilled a drink on. Must not be too bad for only a budget of $300. Let's go ahead and accept that one. Let's take a look at this next one. It says, you work with computers, right? So I need some repairs done. Can you have a look at it for me? I have no idea what's wrong. The computer just reboots randomly. It's really annoying. I totally understand, William. Totally understand. I don't know what's happening. You're the expert. I'm going to need it in 8 days at the latest. I read that Silverstone parts are really good. I was on PC Bay the other day and saw some awesome plastic purple cables. So one wants pink, one wants purple. We'll get those cables in there for him. Budget of $140. Diagnose and fix this. Let's go ahead and accept that one. And then I believe this was a build. Yep, due tomorrow. Says, I hear you work with computers. Got a request for a new PC. I need to open some files from Adobe Photoshop CC. Do you think you get that all done by tomorrow? I like nice and shiny new components. My brother has AMD in his PC. He says they are the best. So massive budget of $4,500 to build a PC that can run Photoshop. Let's go ahead and accept that one. Let's open up Will It Run. Let's take a look at Adobe is right up here at the top. Photoshop CC. What does he want? Minimum spec? Minimum spec. A Celeron G3900 and a GTX 750 Ti. Really? Really? I mean, he's got a huge budget. We're going to definitely... I mean, even recommended spec. Even recommended spec with a G4500 and a GTX 960. That's old tech, man. We're going to build something nice. We're going to build something AMD and super nice and classy. So I'm going to step away. I'm going to get some parts put in the cart for this build. And I will be right back. All right. For this Photoshop build, we're going to go with the Gigabyte X570 Aorus Pro Wi-Fi motherboard, a Ryzen 9 3950X. A Be Quiet Silent Loop, a 360mm AO water cooler, 4 sticks of G-Skill Trident Z 8GB, 4400 megahertz, an AMD Radeon 7, an ADATA 2TB M.2 drive, 4TB Seagate Barracuda, Corsair RM1000X power supply. We're going to put all of that in the Be Quiet Dark Base Pro 900 Revision 2 in silver. All right, let's go ahead. Let's order this for next day delivery. Let's go ahead, buy it now. We'll go end our day. We'll get in our parts. We'll get in our repairs. And we'll get to work. Okay. Oh, look, it's the thing I accidentally ordered in the last episode. We'll use it for something. I'm sure we will. Let's get these repairs put up on a couple of workbenches, and we can grab this case for our Photoshop build. We'll get that put over here, and we will grab a post-it note and stick it on the workbench. It's a good looking case. Excited to build in it. I don't know that I've built in that case. I probably have. Let's take a look, see if we can figure out what's wrong with this. Absolutely nothing. Clicking the power button. Is this the one he spilled a drink in? Could be. Let's pull this power supply. We'll see if it's that first, because this power supply is mounted really weird in this case. So he could have spilled his drink right there, went straight down into the power supply, missing all the expensive parts. Let's take a look. Take a look at this power supply. This power supply is broken. RM850. Do I happen to have one of those in stock? Got an RM750, but it's used. We're not going to do that to him. RM850. Let's get one ordered. Let's see. Power supply. RM850. Non-X. Let's add that to the cart. See if we can figure out which one that was. So I would like to know which cables. Let's see. E-Malik. E-Malik wants the plastic pink cables. You might have some other broken stuff in there. Might be some other broken parts. But let's get these red cables out of here. Maybe we'll start putting some pink ones in. Let's pull this cooler. I'm just curious. Curious if his cooler is dead. It is not. Let's put thermal paste back on there. Actually, let's just grab this RM750. Let's put it in here. Let's cable it up. He wants plastic pink, purple, pink. Let's see if anything else is broken. Let's see if this thing powers on. Gives us any kind of warning as to anything that might be broken. I'm not going to put the cooler on that CPU. If we break it, I will buy him a new one. Still saying diagnose and fix. Fans look to be turning. Well, we may just have to wait until we get the new power supply in. Let's go ahead. Let's snag this one out of here, though. I'd like to order everything at the same time. Let's get this out. Let's take a look at this one. Let's see if we can figure out what's wrong with it. This one he wants purple cables in. This thing doesn't power on either. Completely dead. We'll take a look at the power supply first. So it could be the culprit. Get everything decabled here. Let's pull this power supply out. Let's take a look at it. Got a Silverstone ST 1500 watt. Wow. It's also broken. Let's go order one of those. Maybe we'll just go ahead and get this stuff in. 1500. Man, 1500 watt power supply is only $100. Wow. Let's do same day delivery. Let's go ahead and buy this stuff now. Let's start putting this one back together first. Let's go grab his new power supply, the RM850. Let's sell off that broken one. RM850, we'll get that installed. Let's cable up with the pink cables. See if we can find out what else is broken. Maybe it's just because I didn't have CPU cooler on there. Or maybe this RAM is shot. Who knows? I've already got thermal paste on there. Let's grab his cooler. Get that put on. Let's cable it up as well. Let's power it up. Okay, incomplete case. So yeah, it was saying that just because there wasn't a CPU cooler. No big deal. Let's get side... Oh, that was the other side panel. Let's get side panels put on this thing. We will go ahead and get this out in the hallway. See what's going on with this one, if there's anything other than this power supply. Oops, let's actually remove these because he wants, or she, whoever this is, I think wanted purple cables. Let's grab the new power supply here. Let's get rid of this old broken one. New power supply in. Let's cable this thing up. Plastic purple cables. Oh, there's one I missed. I'll fix that in just a moment. Let's remove that. Oh, not install. Cable. Cable that up. See if it boots. See what we get. There we go. This one's done as well. So 2 broken power supplies. You gotta hate that. power this thing down. We've got a PSU mount we need to put on. There we go. We get this side panel on to make sure it still powers up. Looks like it's going to be a winner, though. All right. Let's put this thing out in the hall. Man, I killed it before it even played its whole tune, its whole startup tune. It'll be fine. No problems. Let's get this case taken apart. It's a big honking case. Big old case. Well, let's get a power supply on this thing first. We've got the Corsair RM1000X. Let's get that installed. Next, we'll get our motherboard in. Got the Gigabyte X570 Aorus Pro Wi-Fi. So just in case he wants to use Photoshop, not hardwired. To his router, you can do it via Wi-Fi. Let's get this thing ready for the CPU and the RAM. Let's do fits this PC. Got the 3950X going in here. Also got 4 sticks of RAM, 8 gig, 4400 megahertz. Let's get all that installed as well. All 4 sticks. There we go. Let's get some thermal paste on that 3950X. It's a beast of a processor. Absolute beast. Let's see, what am I looking for? Cooling. We need a CPU cooler. We've got the Be Quiet Silent Loop 360mm AIO water cooler. Get that installed up there in the top. Very nice. Let's get some storage in this thing. We've got the ADATA XPG Spectrix 2 terabyte M.2 drive. We'll get that installed under that cover. And then we also have a 4 terabyte Seagate Barracuda. Let's put that in up here. I don't like the way these look, and there's nothing in them, so let's uninstall those. He can always put them back in if he wants to add more storage. Let's get some beauty panels in its place. Make it look a little bit nicer. There we go. All right, let's get this graphics card in here, and then we should be ready to cable this up. We've got the AMD Radeon 7. There we go. Let's do some cabling. We got AMD stuff in here, so let's do some red cables. Let's do some black and red. Make it match. I don't know what that was for. Oh, because the power supply doesn't sit all the way at the back. So it's got a little short cable. Gotcha. Get everything cabled up. There we go. Let's put a little bit of the case back together. Let's at least get this top panel back on here. And probably the side panel. There we go. We'll go ahead and get a USB drive installed. We can power this thing up. We will hop into the BIOS. Let's turn on our XMP. Let's make sure we're booting from our M.2 drive and not the slow hard drive. We'll let this thing restart and install the OS. We may have to adjust some colors. It's not too bad. Not too bad. I think we're going to go with the red, though, and get rid of that orange. So let's put the lighting app on. Let's see. Do we want to change the color of the case? I don't know. Let's just see what it looks like if we make everything else red. Like, where is this case even lighting up? I don't see anything lit up on the case. Is it just me? Am I blind? Oh, there it is. Okay. So it runs around the perimeter, sort of. The front and the top. Should we make that red as well? Yeah, that looks better, red. That looks better. Let's close this out. This definitely runs Adobe Photoshop at much higher than minimum spec. So let's get the side panel on this thing. We'll take a look at it without all the UI in the way. I can find the right button to press. I think it turned out pretty nice. Definitely looks very AMD with the red. All right, let's get this thing out in the hall. We can collect some money. Get that out of our way. Let's collect that one. 5 stars. We will take that. Nope, not that. Where are we here? Let's collect that one. 5 stars as well. We'll take that. And where's the build? There's the build. $4,500 for Photoshop. Let's collect that. Better be 5 stars, I was going to say. That thing's a beast. Super happy with the new computer. Excellent. 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 So we got some more emails. We got our daily deals. Ooh, that's a good price on that Corsair IQ 220T. Not bad. Not bad. I might have to go purchase that. I'm going to end the episode here. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notified as soon as a video goes live. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe out there, guys. Be sure to wash your hands. And I will see you in the next episode.